So you've probably spent a lot of time thinking about your financial debt, the loans, the credit lines, and the overhead that keeps your business running. But did you know that there is another kind of debt that is quietly killing your momentum? And it is unlike a bank loan. You probably don't even realize that you're carrying it until you're drowning in it. I call it the administrative debt. The administrative debt is that invisible weight that piles up every single time you say, I'll just file that later. This is the folder of unorganized job site photos sitting on your phone, the subcontractors whose insurance certificates expired last Tuesday, or that vendor invoice buried somewhere in your search box. And all these lost files never quite made it to the project folder. So if you feel like you are constantly running uphill just to stay in place, you aren't lacking talent. No, that is not the case at all. You're just buried under the interest of your own administrative debt. If you're new here, my name is Lisa Sabala, and this is the Easy Breezy Boss Life podcast. I founded 2 digital companies, and I lead a high-performing team of creatives and operations specialists, virtual assistants, right here in the Philippines. With my team and I at 8.8, we help small, medium, and growing businesses scale by building their operations playbook and running their businesses for them. We turn their how-to into a documented asset so they can stay productive and profitable while they sleep. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because I've seen firsthand how this administrative debt looks different for every industry, but the damage it does to your growth is always the same. It doesn't matter what industry or business that you have. If you have administrative debt, it has the same negative result on your business. And I'll explain why. So for example, if you're an interior designer, this administrative debt looks like a digital library that's such a mess, every new project feels like you're starting from zero. Or if you're a contractor, this is the document chase for W-9s that feel manageable in July but hits you like a freight train when tax seasons roll around. And if you run a gym or a wellness studio, administrative debt looks like the 15 declined credit card charges that you haven't had the heart or the time to follow up on the member because it's awkward. So who's going to do the following up? So those things that are stuck in the I'll just do it later, that's your administrative debt. Because you might think that these are just, small tasks, but the reality is that administrative debt charges a dangerously high interest, and you're paying for it with your decision fatigue. So every time you have to go hunting for a file or a lead time, you are losing the mental clarity you need to actually lead your company. So how does administrative debt show up in your business? You'll know that you're paying for your administrative debt when a project is delayed because a shipping ETA wasn't tracked, and you certainly pay for it when you're still sitting at your desk at 9 p.m. on a Friday when you're supposed to be having dinner with your family. Or you spent all day doing the work on site or in the studio, and now when you should be resting, you're forced to run the business by digging through paperwork. And this is why doing it yourself is actually a profit leak. Because if you are a $200 an hour architect or a $500 an hour general contractor, and you're spending 3 hours a week chasing insurance certificates, you are not saving money. You are literally throwing away thousands of billable potential. The truth is, your profit is made on the job site or at the design board. It's not on a spreadsheet because you're not an accountant. That's why I've built a zero friction system in my own business to clear the administrative debt overnight even. Well, I don't actually do my admin. I delegate the capture. So when a receipt is in my inbox, I don't file it. I forward it. Wink, wink, task delegation. That's how you become an easy, breezy boss. For example, when a project photo is taken, it is uploaded immediately to a shared space where my team renames and files it according to our operations playbook. And while I'm sleeping, my team and I are auditing my files and closing the loop on my back office. This ensures that when I wake up on Monday morning, my administrative debt balance is at 0. And I have a completely clean slate to start my week. It is so refreshing. At 8.8, this is exactly the kind of relief we provide for our clients. We don't just offer extra hands. We act as your administrative debt cleaners, and we hunt down those missing insurance certificates. We track those shipping windows, and we professionally handle those decline payments so you don't have to. We also do social media content creation. We schedule your videos or reels, and we edit your podcast so that every single week you have a new episode published. We take that invisible weight off your shoulders so you can stop being a bottleneck and start being a CEO again. So as you look at your desk or your inbox today, ask yourself, how much administrative debt am I carrying right now? And more importantly, how much longer am I willing to let it cost me my peace of mind? Ask yourself. So my friend, it is time to stop paying interest on tasks that you should not be doing. Let's build a system that clears the administrative debt for you, because you simply cannot scale a company that is buried under a pile of paperwork. If you enjoyed this episode, watch this other video about how to delegate like a boss so you can start clearing the administrative debt today. Until next time, this is the Easy Breezy Boss Life. I'm Lisa Sabala. I will see you in the next one.